side.
Hello guys, it's Tiger1286 and welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft NightOwl Server. And today is a special day for us. Yes it is. It's episode 50 of the NightOwl Server. So, what that means is we are going to be doing something a little bit different today. Something that we have not done since the very first episode of mine on the NightOwl Server. And we're out here because I figured what better place to start than the end of where we've been working on. So if you haven't caught on what we're going to be doing today, at least for a good portion, do you hear that? Do you hear the sirens in the background? There have been sirens all day today for some reason, and I don't know why. But we're going to be doing an extensive world tour. I'm going to try and cover as much of the server as I possibly can. There's no way I'm going to get everything, but if I miss a couple things, then it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yeah, so the first on the list is my mountain pass base, and I've just been working out here the past few episodes or so. I think I came out here like episode 43. And I've been kind of going back and forth between this and my platform city, which I'll show you next. But this is a curved tower that I built. I'm very happy with it, but it's still not finished. Still need to do some interior design on it and whatnot. But I'm happy with it. Got this nice ramp going up to it as well, which I'm pretty happy with. The big thing that I've built out here, though, which was last episode, was the bridge. And by the way, I still don't have a name for it. So if one of you guys comes up with something, and I like it, you know, might just stick, and we'll call it that. But yeah, got some farmland down here. Nothing too special around here. So I'm going to. You've pretty much seen everything there is around here, actually. So I'm going to make a quick cut. And we're going to head over to my platform city, and from there I'll show you Spawn Town. Alright guys, so we're here at the platform city, and there's not really a whole lot to show here. It's mostly just aesthetically pleasing build. Or an aesthetically pleasing build. That's pretty much what it's meant for, what it does, and I think it does a decent job of it. So I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out so far. There's still a lot of work that I need to put into it, but it's turning out fairly well, I'd say. At least I'm pretty happy with it. So let's take a little bit of a look around, shall we? So basically, the idea here is that each of these little sections are going to be a different biome / dimension. So here we've got the nether with some nether trees. The end, I made up these obsidian pillars, or whatever, the obelisks, that's what they're called. And I did both of these during live streams, and the plan it was, and might still be, I'm not sure, was to do each one of these sections in a live stream, and I got 2 of the live streams in out of 8 of them or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. So not the best. This over here is our statue of Thomp, and Thomp was an iron golem that I found out here. He was wandering around. I claimed that he escaped from the iron golem farm, which I'll show you next. But that wasn't actually the case. He was put here to kind of keep zombies from tracking the iron golems in the iron golem, or the villagers in the iron golem farm, so it didn't cause an extreme amount of lag. But I took him in and I gave him a home, but the game changed very soon after, and he was killed by creepers who invaded his house. So I built a statue of him to kind of commemorate him and remember him as our great friend. So let's head over this way. By the way, I've had a few people tell me on the server that they don't know where my mountain pass is. It's literally just straight back that way, probably 300, 400, 500 blocks. I don't know. What are my chords at here? So it's at about, yeah, it's about 500 blocks that way or so. I don't know, maybe 1,000. I think the chords are 1,000, 1,500. I'm fairly certain. Alright, let's head over here through the woods a little bit. Not too far from Spawn Town, so that's nice. Actually, I'll show you this real quick. This is Gaming Gray's base. Well, this isn't. This is just a little shack that he's built. It's kind of nice. I like it. This is his base down here. I'm not going to show you too much of it, but he's got some pretty neat stuff going on. I really like his, if I can find it, his bedroom area is pretty nice in here. Yeah, I like this. I like this area a lot. And he's kind of got like an underground garden going there. So that's pretty cool. Down below is just kind of his, what are they called? I guess chest room, furnace room, kind of utilities that he needs, that everyone needs in their base. So that's what that is. Yes, let's head back up. The Iron Golem farm is literally 5 blocks or so away. Not 5 blocks, but like 20 blocks this way, right here. Yay! So the Iron Golem farm. This was built by the Cirque. You may or may not have just seen an Iron Golem fall there. I did, but yes, but I was kind of looking for it. He's kind of got like this nice little Asian monastery feel going here, and you'll see that in another place on the server as well, by Micronique. And I really like this style of build. I think it's really cool and really neat, especially how he kind of made it kind of like dirt tone colors, like grass and dirt. And the Iron Golem farm works very well. Works really well, actually, provided that there are people in the area. Unfortunately, a lot of the times, it's just me or Cirque, and neither of us really come out this way too much anymore, except for when I'm in Platform City. But lately, I've been working out in the Mountain Pass. We'll not go that way, actually, because that leads to, like, sort of inner spawn. We'll kind of work our way from the outskirts. Just a tad. Sorry if my FPS is jumpy for you guys. For some reason, lately, it's been not the best. Alright, so this is the block museum that AJ and Indefect were working on, or the Agilent, I guess you should say. They haven't really done a whole lot. They've got like not even a chest's worth of blocks here, but the building itself on the outside looks really nice. I like what AJ did there with the like kind of simplified pixel art of a dirt or a grass block. That's nice. Gray kind of is working on some paths around here. He's got a nice fountain. It's pretty neat. Yes, so over this way, I'll show you that real quick. This is Inn's castle area. I'll get to that. That's kind of a huge part of the server as well. You know what, though? I'm going to cut just for a second so I can see if I can kind of figure out what the problem is with my frame rate, because this is kind of ridiculous. So I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully what I did will help out a little bit. It might not, it might. It seems to be holding fairly steadily at 30 frames, so that's good enough for me. So this up here is Billy, who is kind of a part of the server. I'm not really sure. I don't think he is anymore. This is his hotel that he was working on. It's kind of a mob spawner now, to be honest. It's kind of crazy how much things spawn in here. It looks really nice, though. I'd show you more if I could go in here safer, but you can pretty much see how it works. There's like a solid floor and then rooms off on the sides. And he never got the interior finished out, but the exterior is super cool. I really like how it looks. Yeah, so from here I'll show you Inn's castle. I actually have done a little bit of work around here. I helped him. Well, I didn't help him. I did it myself. He had these floating islands here, and I built the thing over there that I will show you shortly. And he requested me build a second one on one of his floating islands that he wasn't really sure what to do with. I think it looks pretty cool, and was pretty happy with it. He ended up putting some trees on there as well to kind of just add some detail, and I really like how it turned out. I think it looks pretty nice. I'll show you this area in a second. It's kind of the work of a madman over there. But yes, got some nice paths around the place, but you don't really care too much about that. You care about the builds. So this is E50's castle. He's been working on this since the dawn of the server over a year ago, and it is pretty crazy. So he's got some like really nice detailing in the walls. It's kind of like a skull with like an eye patch on. You come in here and his castle walls, and he's got some emeralds for like detail blocks. He's got a cow farm over here that I used to use fairly frequently when I lived directly in spawn, but now I've kind of not used it as much. This is his storage room. It's underneath a lake, so you can kind of see the lake a little bit. He's got a glass ceiling in part of it. I really like how this looks as well. He's a fantastic builder. Everything he really builds turns out fairly well, and this turned out amazing, so I'm pretty happy with it. He's got his banners all over the place, as you can see, because we didn't know that this was in place. We just kind of were like, who lives here? We had no idea. But once he put them up, obviously we knew. He's got a second bedroom over here, a smaller chest room. I think that was his original one. A massive sugarcane farm. Back in the early days of the server, before I was a part of it, there was a mad like sugarcane rush because villager trading worked extremely well with paper, so people were trying to kind of compete and get the most emeralds, which is pretty crazy. I think pretty much all of these chests are, well, maybe not all of them. Well, over here I know a lot of these are filled up entirely with sugarcane. People don't really bother harvesting it anymore because we've got an extremely efficient and powerful sugarcane farm that was built by VT, which I'll show you. If I say something, I'll probably show you, so I'm just gonna not say I'll show you anymore. So he's got some custom trees built around the place. He's got a mage vault up there. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. Got some stables, which look really nice. He's got quite a few, well, a couple horses. He's got bear, and are you named? No, you're not named. A couple cows. So again, really good with the plant life over here. Very good. He's got some more buildings built up. I think that's a little wheat farm. Sido and End worked together to build this saloon. And yet another chest room. He's got so many chest rooms around this place, it's crazy. Got some, just kind of a facade on the interior wall of the castle. You can't really go in this, but it's meant to make it look better, and it does. This little area is kind of it's a like portal area, and actually there's another way down here as well from his head up there, and I'll show you that. That's a pretty substantial part of his base as well. It's pretty cool. These were put in probably a couple months ago. The giant slime head, that's his skin, by the way. It was actually initially a prank. It was just a giant block of like 1,000 something slimes, which is crazy. I don't know how his computer survived that really, but or the server for that matter. But there's still, like, it was, I think it was maybe even a little bit bigger than this. But End ended up hollowing it. End ended up. Oh my goodness. He ended up hollowing it out and kind of building his face into it, and he made it a brewery. So that's what this is. It's pretty cool. It looks. I'm actually surprised by how well the slime blocks look with the quartz. It's pretty awesome. A pretty fantastic build here. And if you go in the corners, the only thing that bothers me is how slow you move on these slime blocks. But I don't think they did that when he built this, as far as I know. There's one of these corners. Yeah, this one. You fall down here and you end up in this little tunnel area I showed you before, which is his nether portal. It's really dark down here. If you look down, there's some glass and you can kind of see through it, and it freaked me out the first time. I was like, oh god, I almost fell in a ravine. But no, it's safe. It's yes, it is safe indeed. Alright, we can head out this entrance because I'm going to not neglect to show you Silvalog's base. Ooh, this is new, I think, maybe. I don't remember it. What is it, like a little doghouse or something? It feels like a little doghouse or something. I don't know, maybe it's like a mini castle. But over here, this bridge is new, actually. And so is this road. We've got Silvalog's Floating Mountains base. And it is pretty cool. Pretty cool. It is actually, I believe, that these floating mountains are kind of directly, like, I'm fairly certain that the blocks on the bottom of that match up entirely with the blocks on the bottom of this, so that it's, if you were to like drop that, it would fit in perfectly, which is pretty awesome, I have to say. It's not something that I would have thought of to do, or if I had thought of it, I probably wouldn't have followed up on it. He's got some houses around here. He's got a big tower that he's been working on. He did have another tower here, or maybe it was a tree or something. I forget what it was. But he has been working on renovating this place up. Ooh, I like these windows. I like these windows. They're very nice. Very pretty. Man, this is a huge tower. Holy crap. Need some railings on this staircase. I'm too clumsy for it. And oh, he still hasn't finished it. Holy smokes, this is a huge tower. And I can't make that jump. Okay, well, we won't go all the way to the top, but there's some more platforms around. There was a tree. You can see there's some leaves there that are still not despawned. I think he's gonna have to chop those down manually. But that's a job for another day for him, I guess. Alright. And yes, there's also a small little village area out this way that Shreen built. I can kind of peek over at it. It's kind of farther. You can see it there. It's pretty nice. She's got a Christmas tree up for last Christmas. There was presents all over the place. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. But I don't want to go too far away from spawn yet. Alright. Needs to make a bridge across this section. I don't want to get my boots wet. They're very nice boots. Alright, so I'm going to meet you at AJ's. Alright, I lied. Before we head over to AJ's, since we're right in this area, I figured I may as well show you the Revert space, or Vert. He's the official owner of the server. Hasn't been on in a little while, just because busy with life, but this is his base. It's the, like, jungle pyramid? I can't remember what he calls it, if he calls it anything. But it's pretty nice. He's got his banners there. Those were recently added. So he's done a little bit. He's got vine growing room here. Chest room down here, and I think that, I don't know if there's anything really further. Oh, there's sugarcane, of course, because we have an obsession with sugarcane. I think that there's a secret entrance out of here, or secret exit out of here. That makes much more sense. So that's the Revert's place. He's also got a Vert. He's got a Miami Hurricanes flag. Hurricane warning. He's big into, that's where he went to school, so he's big into their sports team. The Breaking Bad RV, this was actually a prank done by I think AJ and maybe End. It might have just been AJ, I'm not sure, but kind of nice. I don't know if I showed you this actually. This is a tower that I built a while back. I think it was I built this a while back. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Looks pretty cool. It's hollow on the inside. There isn't a whole lot here. It's mostly just for decoration because there wasn't anything in this area before, and I think it looks pretty nice. I also put in these paths as well. But this is the Agilan's base, and he's got a lot going on here actually. He hasn't done a whole lot on the server lately, but at the beginning of the server he did a lot. He's got a nice little barn area here with a whole bunch of horses and donkeys and stuff, kind of a crazy amount. No, there's actually so much here, I don't know if I can really show everything, but nice little fountain there, creeper-faced fountain. It's got like an armory or something. Some logs tied up. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's just like a little miniature restaurant or something. Kind of cool. He's got, this is kind of just a random obsidian room. I don't know what this is. What is it? The bacon room. Okay. I understand. Everyone needs a room in their base dedicated to bacon. It only makes sense. And then this leads to the main portion of his base, which I've never really explored the whole thing fully, but it's pretty nice. Kind of built into the mountain here. It's got some trees, some decorative trees. Again, more sugarcane down there. I think that's like a secret exit out that he has to dig through. I think he was planning on putting some more stuff that way, but never got around to it. A wheat room, melon room. I think that these all harvest automatically. Probably, maybe. Enchanting section there. Lots of furnaces. Are these full? Nah. Well, that one had one coal in it. A little walkway over here. Kind of nice. And it leads into another little portion of his base. He had a little baby slime in there, but it got killed because we had to set the server to peaceful for a second during one of the snapshots because mobs were duplicating and the server was crashing. Got a chest room over here with a crap ton of chests not in the chest room. Yes. Alright, so we can exit out through here now. Let me through, please. This is the tree farm that Indefect and AJ and a few people helped work on, I'm pretty sure. End is taking credit for it here with his banner, but it's pretty crazy, pretty nice. It's got a couple beacons in it for haste. You just take a minecart elevator up and you can get all the different types of trees that you would ever need. And then in 1.7, when the new trees were added, the top here is for jungle trees because they grow so high. They added a new section on another floating island. Floating islands seem to be a consistent theme here. With all the new trees, I'm not going to go in there really, but I noticed this the other day. There's if I can get over here, there's a random pig here, and I don't know why, and I don't know how he got here, but he seems important, so we'll leave him there. Oh, I almost jumped off. We will go the safe way down through here, and then fall, and then yay, crash landing. That's a series I'm doing, but anyways, yeah, there's so much stuff here in spawn. That's another thing that was built by Billy. I think he asked AJ if he wanted a steampunk house up near his base, and AJ was like, sure. AJ also has some like swords put into the mountains there, which are kind of cool. Yes. I'm just gonna, if you see me pass something, it just means that it's not super mega important. This is a little garden area. I think it was built by one of the original members of Cost, which is the precursor server to NightOwl for the most part, sort of, kind of, where a lot of the members came from. It's nice. It's got like a cotton candy tree there or something. Yes, we've got a bunch of pot lights in spawn because we were trying to, me and Vert, we were trying to get rid of a lot of these torches. We got a substantial portion of the cinder spawn done, but out here near sort of the outskirts it is a lot more difficult. So this is the primary sugarcane farm. We can come in through here, I believe, and there's actually, it looks like there's only a double chest there. There's really an insane amount much more than that, if I can find where it's all stored. This place is kind of a maze. Yes, sugarcane through the wazoo. You will never see so much sugarcane in your life. Oh, that one's not filled up. These were all filled up at one point. I guess the farm's been either getting some use or someone's just decided to raid it. Yeah, usually it's filled up entirely. But yes. Alright. I think I can find my way out. Yes, I can. Alright. Cool. And this is our little villager trading thing. We've got a couple of villagers in there that are pretty nice. Give you good picks and stuff and enchanted books. It's pretty good. They're old villagers, so you get the old trades, and the old trades are better. So, yeah. You just swim up that water stream and go in there. I'm not going to go in there because it takes forever to swim up the water stream. This is a maze thing that B-Rabbit is working on. It's going to be kind of like an ever-changing maze that tries to kill you, which is pretty cool. This is a obsidian generator. Pretty nice. Works pretty well. You put redstone on it. Actually, I don't know if it still works, to be honest, but what you would do is you would put redstone on it, push the button, and you would get obsidian for your troubles without having to go into a mine or a cave and try and find lava and stuff. This is just a decorative little house AJ made. That's his banner. It's kind of crazy. This is the slime farm. It's kind of broken at the moment, and plus there's nothing in it because everything that was in it was used for N's giant slime head on top of his castle. Alright, let's head down here. And I think this place is more or less cleared out. Yeah, not a whole lot of slimes. Not any slimes. Oh, that is not good. When I first joined the server and in my first tour, I think that I showed that room completely full of slime balls, which is it's crazy how fast those things go, especially when they're converted to blocks. Can I get out of here? Thank you. Alright. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Alright, next on the list is the farm district. We've got a squid farm here. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know. All I know is that ink sacs are not a problem on the server. Yes, works very well. This is a tower that was built by End. There was a cactus farm here, but he tore it down and moved it, and he built this here instead, and it's called I think the double helix or something like that. It's pretty crazy, pretty cool. I really like it a lot. I think it adds another focal point to spawn. Pretty nice. This is a little house made by Cytokind. Kind of neat. Another barn. I'm not sure who built this one actually. It's just one of those hold 'em down wheat farms. It's kind of cool as well. This is our chicken cooker. This is one of the main source of food, but it's kind of consistently broken. There's actually a new one that's been built. I'll show you that eventually. It's in the restaurant district a little bit. A cocoa bean farm here. Giant flood farm. This is one of the first things built on the server actually by Cirque, because food was a very difficult time in the beginning before I joined. A melon tower. There's some food here. Ooh, I don't know why that exists. Why does that exist in there? Another cow farm. This one's kind of it works, but it's not the best source of food. There's very few cows in here most of the time, and people don't typically breed it. So, but it looks nice on the outside. This is Kamikaze Canadian's snow generator. You just kind of sit here with a shovel. The snowmen create snow, and the hoppers pick them up, and I think they take them over to these chests. I'm fairly certain. So that's pretty cool. It's got some potions in there, some Canadian maple syrup, pure Canadian maple syrup. It's very delicious stuff. Got a giant mushroom farm here. Not giant mushroom farm, but a giant mushroom on top of a little mushroom farm. Nice little public pool area. Blue Chip built that. I don't know. If you hear me skip over something, it means I don't know who built it. I don't know who built that. This is the ABBA building. A while ago on the server, we had a big tournament. If you don't know what ABBA mining is, it's when you take a silk touch pick, and whoever gets the most resources while you're mining wins and gets to keep the loot. The loser, however, had to put it into a big bank here for ores, and at the end of the tournament, the winner took it all, and End Effect ended up winning. Again, I keep saying End Effect ended up. It's too good to pass up. This is a little flower farm. Looks pretty nice. This was a mini game that was built by Shift Click. No one knows how it works, and Shift Click is no longer part of the server. This is the new smaller cactus farm that End replaced the other one with. Works pretty well, as you can see. A nice supply in there. This is the multicolored sheep farm. Lots of sheep of all sorts of colors. If you ever need wool, Here's where you come. Unless you're far out, then you make your own. But if you're in spawn and you need wool, this is where you come. This was a train station that VT was working on at one point, and didn't end up finishing it up. I think Cirque changed out a lot of the blocks on the exterior to make it look a little bit better. I think it was just wool. We'll talk about that last, or not last, but later on. This is the observatory, P-Raptor's observatory. Pretty nice. It's a giant telescope there. Got a nice little bridge here across into the restaurant district. Frame rate's gonna drop a little bit here, but we'll be fine. So there's a lot of stuff going on over here. This kind of crazy area. This is Galileo's Gulch. It was initially started by Rethical, who is no longer a part of the server, and Vert ended up finishing it off not too long ago. Looks very nice. I like how it looks a lot. This is AJ's NightOwl Nemo rolls. So he's kind of got like a sushi bar there. Kind of cool. It's not stocked ever. Indefect has a Chipotle here. I think he actually got a free burrito from Chipotle for building that. He like sent an image to him, and they're like, "Oh, here, take free burritos." This is Cytokine's steak restaurant. It's very high end, very fancy. As you can see, gold tables. It's you don't come here unless you have high wealth on the server. If you on the other hand, if you do not, we've got a McDonald's right here for you. So yeah, enjoy a nice burger and play in the playpen. Quite fun. This is Cytokine's second restaurant. It's called Carples because it has carrots and apples, but everyone calls it Crapples for jokes. The sign usually says Crapples, but now it's Carples. She changed it. This is my Froyo's, my frozen yogurt ice cream place thing. I think it turned out pretty good. What do you think? Got some yogurt in there. It's kind of gross yogurt, but it's chocolate yogurt. It's delicious. What am I saying? Yes. So it's mostly for decoration. Nothing in there. That's Rethical's Hourglass. It kind of got blown up. It's in disrepair. I think Cirque was trying to fill it with sand, and some creepers attacked him, and he hasn't bothered fixing it. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. How dare you, Cirque? I don't know where this steak came from, but I'm eating it. I must have picked it up somewhere. I don't know where I picked it up, though. This is Cirque's Surf and Turf. It's a newer restaurant. This is where I've been getting my food recently. Very nice little boat. It's a ship. The SS that's what it's called. And we've got some chicken in here. I'll grab a stack for the road. Got some tables, some cobwebs, or nets. They're not cobwebs, they're nets. They're fishing nets hanging from the ceiling. I like it. Very good. Very good. This is AJ's seasonal restaurant. It's kind of nice. He built a bakery over there as well. We've got a mushroom store, soup store, built by Chad. Very nice. And I think we'll head into the Modern House district now. So this is the original Modern House built by Indefect, and after I joined the server, I saw this and was like, and thought it would be kind of cool to have a Modern House district. Actually, I think it was Cirque's idea, but I was the first one to run with it, and I built mine right there. There's not a whole lot in it. Looks like Vert someone is working on a Modern House there. Don't want to give spoilers. Hashtag spoilers. This is my Modern House, very empty. I never got around to interior decorating it, but it looks pretty good from the outside, I think. Built it in a couple days, so I think it's fairly nice. It works. This road is actually new. I think Silverlogs is working on it. He's building another one out that way. I'll show you in a second. This is the Cirque's Modern House. This is probably one of my favorite builds in Spawn. Very nice. Like, I'm just gonna walk around. Secret bathroom. secret bathroom storage. Everyone needs such a thing as this. But yeah, it's fantastic. He did a fantastic job here. He's got like a nice TV with some speaker systems, some bookshelves, and of course you probably heard him. This is what's your name again? I can't remember what he named him, but this is the incessantly flopping fish that will flop forever and ever. He's got a nice little fire pit out here as well. It's pretty cool using some of the armor stands. FPS drops when I look at it, but other than that, it's pretty neat. Alright. I'll show you Silverlog's modern house that he's working on, and then we'll continue on with the tour. The more I tour, the more stuff I realize that there is on the server, and the more stuff that there is to show. So this is Silverlog's modern house. It's coming together quite nicely. He's got some rugs and stuff. It's still kind of empty as far as interior design goes. He's got a nice little couch there, a nice little kind of an overhang patio deck area. It's pretty cool. I really like this place a lot, and the color scheme is fantastic as well. This is B-Rabbit's spawn house, spawn base. Yes, base, work in progress. I think he's more or less finished with it, actually. Got a nice little fountain out there. And you come in here, he's got like chests everywhere. Like this whole area is a storage system, and he's got there's supposed to be, yeah, it opens and closes. Little secret entrance, not so secret, but kind of nice, into a kind of a nice little hub area here. I really like how this looks. It's got redstone and coal for accents with leaves in the wall. I'm not sure if that goes anywhere. Yeah, I think it doesn't go anywhere yet. Yeah, just some stuff. So I guess he didn't really finish it, but it looks very, very nice. There we go. For a second I didn't think I could get out of there. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to enter pearl, but like, we're okay. There we go. Yes. While I'm out this way, I guess I can show you Beshti's skyscrapers. He's got a couple skyscrapers here that he has been working on for an extremely long time. Very cool. Very cool. He's kind of an infrequent member, but when he comes on and builds, he builds some nice stuff. It's very cool. And you can see off in the distance that something else pretty cool. That's P-Raptor's newer base. I'm not sure what he's calling it or what it is. It's kind of just like a floating thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty cool. There's some giant portals down that way. I'm not going to go there because it tends to lag me extremely bad. That's the gold farm. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've never actually used it because it's kind of dangerous to use. Very many crashes have happened because of people AFKing at the gold farm. Alright, this is the mob prison for all the enemy mobs. It never got finished. There's a lot of projects on here that got the basics done but never got finished. But that's okay. I mean, every server has some of these. Yeah, as you can see, there's a basketball court, kind of in disrepair because prison basketball courts aren't exactly the nicest places, but I think it's pretty cool. I think the goal was to have all the enemy mobs in the game in there. I'm kind of all over the place as far as this tour goes because there isn't really a good way of organizing where you go. So this is Micronake's newer pagoda, the newest one actually. Oh, frame rate drop there. It's pretty awesome. This is crazy. It kind of looks like there's waves in the wall here because he used stairs in an interesting pattern. Yeah, that's really crazy, trippy, cool. I think that I don't know what's gonna go there, but yeah, this is gonna be a restaurant, by the way. This is one of the most well-known things on the server, actually. This is the Halloween Haunted Rail Ride. And Cirque recently remodeled it a little bit, so why don't we go for a ride? So this was built last year for Halloween. Each night owl got a different section to work on, and this was before my time, so I'd never got the chance to work on it. But as you can see, it's really nice. I don't know, I can't quite remember who built each section, but it's pretty cool. Kind of freezes up there. And I like how the track kind of starts and stops to make you go slow through this section. Pretty cool. And onwards. This part just kind of goes through some caves. Pretty cool. Kind of. I think there was supposed to be some stuff here, but it didn't. They didn't have time to add it in. Maybe this Halloween. Maybe we can add some more rooms to it. Maybe that's what we can do. Alright. Nice spider. Kind of creepy. Kind of scary. And we've got a witch. Ah, it's a witch. Very spooky, very scary. Spooky, scary. Mm-hmm. It's a really long rail ride, actually. It's super cool, though. And then the library with some slimes. There's supposed to be like particles coming through the ceiling, slime particles. I don't know why they're not. Oh well. They come flying through here. Slow down! And whoa! And we're down here by the bedrock. And come this way. Ooh, scary monster. And up here, and come around this way. This is a lot of bookshelves, man. Look at all the paper. Throwing paper at me. The ghosts, they're attacking. Oh, the bookshelves, they're coming. They're coming after me. Oh no! And we escaped. So that's the haunted rail ride there. Pretty cool. I think they did it all pretty much in one night for the most part, which was, it's crazy to me that they managed to get that accomplished. We'll throw the paper in there. I don't know if that actually takes it back down there, but that's kind of what I have always done with the paper. Just throw it in there. Got some graveyards going around here, just for added looks. Alright, so I'm going to... Actually, no. We can... Actually, yes. I'm going to cut real quick. And we're going to head back over that way to the restaurant district to finish up over that section. Alright, so this is my bank that I built. It's kind of in extreme disrepair because creepers managed to get in and they attacked my iron golem clerks. But it's still kind of neat. I still have no idea how this happened or who did it. Someone came in and robbed my bank. It really irks me. Not really. If they managed to rob this place, then props to them. It's pretty much impenetrable. Or it was pretty much impenetrable. Alright, so that there is the work of a madwoman. That is Cytokine's tower. It's pretty much the craziest thing on the server. Or, I can't say that, but it is pretty freaking insane. I'm not going to go all the way to the top because it requires parkour, and parkour is a skill that I do not acquire most days, especially while recording, but it is an insane build. As you can see, it's kind of got like these spindly cords coming out of the top of it. Saito also built this hotel here, which kind of started a miniature hotel district type of deal. We've got Cytokine's hotel, Poof de Plaza. I've actually got a room in there. I might show you. That's the Tree of Wisdom. That's Wisecracker's tree. We can go inside it real quick. He's done a little bit of work that I have not shown on camera. So you come through here, and he's got some nice bounce pads. There's lots of bounce pads on this server. It still needs to carry it up further to the top, but it's coming along nicely. I really like it a lot. Yes. And then back behind the Tree of Wisdom is the Gigglefit's Gym. because, yes, Gigglefit's gym. Pretty nice. Sorry if you heard my phone go off there. It doesn't happen too often in my recordings. But I've got my phone on not silent because my grandma is actually in the hospital right now, so I kind of got to keep up to date with that. But yeah, so this is the Gigglefit's gym. Got some treadmills here, or jet ski slugs, as I lovingly refer to them as. Some bench presses. Get your BMI up. And rock climbing wall. I don't know what BMI is. I'm just kind of making up words. But yes. All right. So that's that. That is that. All right. Alright guys, so here we are at my spawn house, which is right next to Cytokine's hotel. Pretty cool. Got a nice little opening closing door here. Not a whole lot to see here really. But it's a nice place to call home. I was going to put a enchanting room here, but never got around to it because we moved out and went to new places. But this is still where I keep the majority of my stuff. This is my primary storage room on the server, so yeah, not too much here. I'll head out the back entrance, and this is the resort area that Chad and Micro and I believe Kami helped out a little bit. We're working on. I don't know if they're gonna do anything further with it, but it looks pretty nice. You can see the little night owl up on the perch there. Pretty cool. This is Blue Chip's hotel, which he hasn't really done a whole lot with, but it's kind of cool, kind of neat. We're going to, wow, it's a noticeable difference when you don't have speed boost. Holy smokes. Now we have it, and it's very much appreciated. Alright, this is the maintenance crew offices. The maintenance crew consists of Kamikaze and Cirque, and they go around and fix up roads and stuff like that. But for some reason they seem to always neglect the roads by the restaurant district. They're always in disrepair. They're always wrong, but they never get fixed. It's kind of strange. Don't know what the deal is there. This huge build. This is the subscriber cathedral, and basically how it works is if one of the members of Night Owl has a subscriber that they think deserves honoring, is active in their videos, they will add them to the wall of subscribers. And this is my little portion of the wall of subscribers. Not a whole lot here. But the primary subscribers who comment and like my videos are on the wall there. So if you comment and like, I may put you up on the wall. So yes, or if you're just actively watch my videos and stuff, I don't care if you like them. Well, I mean, I want you to enjoy them. I don't care if you physically click the like button. This is the courtyard out in front of the subscriber cathedral. Pretty nice. It's the fairy fountain from Legend of Zelda. I think it's pretty cool. I love these little fairies. They're pretty fantastic, pretty neat, pretty cool. Got some garden areas as well. We're getting kind of in the heart of spawn now at this point. This is a smooth stone generator. This is a little cottage that I built myself. We can go inside. There's just a little table, a little furnace. We've got a little lofted bedroom area with a bed and a small TV. So everything that you could need is in that little house, actually, pretty much. This is an armor and weapons and tool shop repair thing. This is a fishing shack, I believe. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Alright, let's head over this way a little bit more. This is like the original farm on the server. It's a skeleton farm. We can go down here. It's kind of cool, kind of neat little area. You can see the skeletons. They spawn in there and they kind of flow underneath here. And I don't know what all that is, but I think that actually I'm not sure how this works. I've never used it, to be honest. They end up in here. That's what happens, and you kill them and get XP for it. So yeah, first experience grinder. That's why it's got an experience bottle there. A bottle of chanting. Alright. This is the KO games. It's kind of similar to the death games on Minecraft, if you know what that is. So I won't explain too much of it, but KO stands for Night Owl. Night with a K in the front of it. So that was pretty clever. We've got a cave spider spawner down there. This is a nether wart farm, which doesn't have any nether wart on it for some reason. This is a brewing palace thing, auto brewer that Cirque built. It's fairly well stocked most of the times. It's kind of been getting depleted of some of the more common things like speed and strength and stuff like that, but it works pretty well. This is another thing by the Cirque. This is the automated smelter, and basically how it works is you throw whatever you need smelted in there, put in some fuel, and you get stuff as a result, and it works fantastic. I've had to use that for several of my projects, and it works 100% of the time, every time. Alright, this is the post office, and everyone on the NightOwl server has a mailbox here, and yeah. It hasn't been getting as much use as you would think, but it's kind of nice. Alright, this is the library, the renovated library. There was one here before, but Vert has restocked it. I believe that there's a secret entrance somewhere. Oh, you have to put a book in there, and then you can get to the books. And there's actually like some enchanted books down there that are free of charge, which is pretty nice. I'm not sure how many of them are left there, but it's kind of cool. Kind of a cool thing. This is the Night Owl Perch, I believe it's called. This is just a little kind of resting area, end effect built. Whoa, what are you guys doing here? Get out of here. This is Spawn Town. You're not allowed. This is B-Rabbit's clock tower. Pretty cool. It sometimes works. It sometimes functions, actually. You can see what time of the day it is in-game, which is pretty neat. I'm not sure if he's fixed it. It's kind of something that breaks quite often when game mechanics change. This is the atrium built by the Cirque. Got a big NO out front for Night Owl, the Night Owl atrium, and we've got the night oak there. Initially, there was a very, 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 very large tree here. I think it was about the size of the Tree of Wisdom, but it burnt down. So Cirque built the atrium and a smaller night oak, and here it is. We've got the dragon egg there with a beacon going through it. I think that there's some guardians around here. Maybe not. Maybe they were killed or despawned. And across the bridge here, we've got some nice like gardens, some natural trees and stuff. And we have statues here for whenever there's a contest of some sort, like the last UHC that we had. Vert won, so he's got his statue there. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And yes, one of the last things in Spawn that I can show you is the time capsule, which was made not too long ago at the 1-year anniversary of this map of this server, and everyone wrote where they expected Night Owl would be in the next year, and Vert put all the books into his camera account's ender chest, and they're all in there, and we'll read them in a year from now, if this map is still going. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I think that's pretty much everything in Spawn Town itself. Now on the outskirts, there's still quite a bit left. Over here is my bouncy castle. A funny story about this is it was actually where the courtyard in front of the subscriber cathedral was, but the maintenance crew moved it all the way over here. I think it's pretty much identical to how it was, and then eventually I upgraded it to kind of go like this, so you can launch yourself in the bouncy house. It's pretty nice, pretty cool. All of these are slime blocks. Some with carpets over them. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. This is the first thing I built on the server, actually, was the bouncy house. But again, it was over that way. I'm not sure what this is. This is like a disco place that is it's kind of broken. VT built it not too long ago. And then over here, you can already see it, is Micronique's Pagoda, right across from Blue Chip's base here. It's got a little area through here, and I believe that there's a staircase somewhere that we can get up. Here we are. Yep. And up here we go to the... This is a huge bridge. I think this bridge might be bigger than the one I built last episode, which is crazy. Super cool. It's got like a giant heart in the side of it as well, etched in. It's this is probably one of my favorite things on the server as well. Micronique's Pagoda. Super insane. Super crazy. And you can see Bob over there. We saw him a couple episodes ago. Our big spongy friend. And I believe that the sponges that we got from monument hunting are in there now as well. So that's the public sponge storage. So here's the pagoda. It's got a giant, I think that was supposed to be a parkour map that Micronique never got around to finishing up, but I think he said he wants to tear it down. I actually like it though, so I hope he keeps it. It's kind of cool, kind of unique. Alright. Over this way, we've got the desert area of spawn, where we've got quite a lot of work in the past 6 or 7 months going on here. Chadward joined at the same time I did, and that's his pyramid, his little pyramid. As you can see off to the side, he's got an even bigger one, and we'll go inside that. He's got some other stuff around here. I think that's like a little miniature flood farm. Micronique's got another pagoda. He's got lots of pagodas. This one he's working on is kind of twists as it goes up. This is just a cow farm. I think that's a brewing building. He's got a nice nether portal there, and the moon. He built the moon up there. Just a thing, you know. It's kind of cool. All right, let's head inside the pyramid, shall we? Frame rate be dropping like a boss. So it's kind of a zoo on the first floor here. He's got every mob in the game, or at least he did, but when we had to swap the server to peaceful to fix the mob duplication glitch, we lost a lot of the mobs in here, especially the enemy ones, and he hasn't gone and gotten them back yet. He's got a couple, but most of them are still not here. He's got the guardians are gone. No, the guardians are here. That's cool. I guess the squids are gone. Squids have been gone. But yeah, so that's this. On the second floor, he's got statues of all the night owls, which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty neat. I showed this before, so I'm not gonna show you all the statues and who everyone is, but that's me. That's his statue of me. I think he did a pretty good job. What do you think? Pretty good? I like it. I think it works. I think it gets the job done. So yes. Again, huge build here. And I don't think there's really... I don't know how much more there is as far as the top level goes. We can take a little bit of a look. Yeah, pyramid still goes up quite a way, so he can still put a lot more in here if he so desires. This place is huge. It's massive. It's crazy, insane. Alright. Oh, there are some enemy mobs here. I must have just missed them. Gone through the wrong section. I'm looking for the exit. Get me out of here. No, that's not the exit. Is that the exit on the other side? Yes, it is. Alright. Ooh, those are some interesting banners. Interesting. Those are new. I don't know if they're just different templates for designs for his banners or what. But yes. Okay. So, over this way we've got kind of like a little bit of a village built up. Just a little thing. It's kind of okay, kind of cool. And this is another build of mine called the Fountain of Flowers. I'll show you why it's called that in 1 second here. This was like the second thing I built on the server. It's got a giant flower in the floor. It's kind of like a lotus flower or something. I don't know. Looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. We've got a big basin there with some water flowing out in different areas, hanging on chains that are not properly, properly like the tension is not right on them. But they look pretty cool nonetheless. I think I did a decent job with this place. What do you guys think? You think you like it? Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. You better like it. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to like it if you don't like it. Alright. Alright, over here, just a bit east of the desert, southeast of the desert, we've got Cirque's cabin. Cirque's log cabin. He's got some horses there. This is a really nice build as well. Cirque's a very good builder. Let's head on inside. Got some paintings, nice little kitchen area. Nice little fireplace. Looks like it froze over. Don't know why there's ice there, but regardless, this place is pretty cool. It's got some storage area down here, I believe. Yep. And yeah, a nice map. Nice map of spawn. What? I don't know what that piston was. That was weird. Scruffy, his pet hamster, does not allow him to sleep in his bed anymore. He's got a nice little enchanting setup here. But yeah, that's Cirque's log cabin. Very nice build. Over in this section, we've got ourselves a. Let's just ender pearl, shall we? We don't need roads where we're going. We've got a nice ice farm here. Takes a while for this thing to fill up, but once it fills up, it's pretty good. You get a lot of ice out of it. Got a nice horse racetrack here. I've never actually raced it, but it looks pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it keeps time of the racers or what, but it's pretty cool. Across this bridge, we've got Kamikaze Canadian's place, his spawn house. He's been doing a lot of work out here. Looks very, very nice. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lots of quartz. It's kind of a modern house. Interior is very cool here. He's got a nice little trick here where he's got mine carts hidden in the bookshelves. So if you click in the right place, you can open them up, and there's books inside. So that's pretty neat. Pretty neat indeed. He's got a nice water feature on this side I'd like to show you guys as well. Yes, so he's got like a fountain with kind of water pouring down the sides of his house here. And a nice little like window thing there. I don't know. Window light. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. I like it. Alright, so we're pretty much more or less done with spawn, but I was running back and I remembered this guy here. So this is a just a little tiki shack Kamikaze built, so that's kind of cute. I think he's got some like cakes and stuff in here. Let's see, he's got pumpkin pie. That's right, pumpkin pie and cookies. It's a very healthy place there. You can live off of junk food forever. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that there is to see at spawn. So let's go through the nether portal, shall we? And I can show you a couple people's bases. I'm not going to go to all of them. I'll go to the ones that I know the best and would like to show you guys, I guess I can say. So let's head in here. Yes. So this is our nether hub. We've got tunnels going to a lot of the members' off spawn bases. This is actually my nether tunnel that leads to the platform city that we worked on. Just a couple episodes we built this. Just a couple episodes ago we built this. Yeah, this is Vert's tunnel. He hasn't really done anything out there, so we're not gonna head there. End effects area there. Hasn't really done anything as well. I think this is AJ's place. We might head out there. yeah, I think we'll head out there real quick. All right, so here we are at the Agilin's second base here. He's got some nice stuff going on. Big wall. I think he was planning on building a city within the desert there. I think he's got a little bit done, but the main part of it that I wanted to show you guys was this section over here. And he's got a nice little tower. Not little by any means. I don't know why I said little, but I think that we can maybe get down here. Yeah, we can. It'll hurt. Ouch. It's okay. Got a really nice gatehouse there for the entrance into the city. It's pretty cool. Kind of like a castle-y area. Here. Big chest room, big chest storage room area. Right in the entrance hall. And there's some stuff around. What else can I show you around here? I don't want to spend too much time in each of these off-campus bases. Off-campus. out of spawn bases. But I'll show you a little bit. Yep, so he's just got some houses that he kind of started over here. Hasn't really done a whole lot. Me, Kami, and AJ, we all got together and we built a lot of this wall in like one day, in a couple hours. So that was a time. That was a time that happened. All right, I will meet you at the next person's base. All right, our next destination is a fairly recent addition to the server. Here we are at the Guardian Farm. It's pretty nice. Cirque built this with the help of quite a few night owls. Hunted down a water monument that was fairly close to spawn, and I mean not too close, but close enough. And it works pretty well. It's designed very well. Cirque actually made the design himself, so we're very proud of him, and we're very proud of our very good Guardian Farm. Works extremely well. I come here for all my sea lantern needs. So yes. So if you ever see me have sea lanterns, this is where I get them from. Alright, here we are at the Blaze Farm in the Nether, which is just another tunnel that leads out here. It's kind of broken at times. I think it's working okay right now, but the main reason that I came out here was to show you the farm that's also connected with the tunnel, the Witch Farm. This is another Cirque thing. He's done quite a bit on the server. It works fairly well. Even as we just came in, you saw a couple of witches fall to their demise. It looks like it's been somewhat cleaned out recently, but or it hasn't been AFK'd at for a while. But let's head up here just to show you a little bit. I did help do a little itsy bitsy bit of it, but nothing substantial. We had to clear out a very large area in order to make this work properly and at full efficiency. And as you can see, we covered up the majority of the area around here with water to get the spawn rates of the witch farm pretty high. So I helped clear a little bit of land because I needed the dirt, and it works pretty well. So yeah, very neat. Our next stop on the list is Shireen's base, another member of the server. I haven't actually been out here very often, so how do I get out of here? This is her basement where her portal is. I have seen this. She's got like a nice little bar area in here. This is kind of her main building. Let's hop out here. She's got kind of some different stuff going on. I think that's a mob spawner, yeah, spawn system there. She's got some villager stuff going on here. Pretty neat, pretty cool. She's also working on some new stuff, some new medieval sort of stuff, but I'm not sure where that's at, so I can't really show you. Oh, these are kind of cool. Nice little like hovels, little small houses. Interesting. I haven't really seen anything like that before. Cool. Yeah, so this is Shireen's place. I thought I'd just show you guys this real quick. We'll do a few more quick stops at the different Night Owl's bases, and then we've got like one or two more places to stop, and that's going to be it for the tour. But here we go. Next base. All right. This is actually a place that I have never seen for myself. This is Silvalog's non-spawn base. It's called Hanalog is what he calls it. It's kind of like a Hawaiian-themed place or tropical area. He's got some houses like over the water on stilts, sort of, some like piers, I guess you could say. It's very nice looking. I like it a lot. It's got some sort of stone structure here. It almost looks like an octopus or something coming out of the water. Pretty neat. He also, another thing that's kind of cool is he's got his portal in a volcano that he built out of obsidian and coal. So that's pretty cool. It looks like some of the lava is threatening to teeter over the edge there. I'm curious if lava sets coal on fire, coal blocks. I'm not sure. I know coal blocks are flammable and they'll burn up, but I'm not sure what the conditions are for them setting on fire. Because if these do burn, then eventually this lava will flow down the mountain. It'll be an eruption. You better be careful, Silva. Or you're gonna have some massive fire damage, perhaps. Alright, so we're done showing off people's bases. There's a few more that I would like to show, but either the tunnel is too long and doesn't have a track, or I just plainly don't know how to get there. I'll mention some people's videos who you should watch to go see what these places look like. Kamikaze Canadian, he's got a place with like a lighthouse and some piers and stuff. It's pretty neat. I think End Effect is also working out there, but I don't think he's put out a video for it. Igglypoof, her tunnel is right here, but it's pretty long. It takes about like 10 minutes to go down there with a cart, and I don't know if I really want to go all the way down there. Just go watch her videos. They're pretty entertaining. And then lastly, the place that I think you guys should go check out on video is Cirque's Space Base, and it doesn't actually have a tunnel. So, well, he's got a tunnel, but it just says Cirque, and then it kind of leads down into the into the underworld. So I've got zero clue how to get there, and I think he planned it that way. I think he wants it to be kind of secret space base that no one knows how to get to, maybe. But that is a cool place there that you should definitely check out. But we're nearing the end of the tour, and a couple last things that I want to show you. This is our wither killing area. It's pretty cool. All you do is you take your soul sand in your wither skulls, you plop them down here, spawn the wither, push him up into the ceiling, he starts suffocating, you kill him, and he can't do anything about it. It's very nifty if you need to get lots of beacons very quickly. Very convenient, especially if you don't have good tools or armor, or you're just terrible at fighting like me. These are very useful devices for such circumstances. And the very last place that I am going to show you, I'm certain that you can guess it before I even get there, is the end. So this is our end tunnel. Very mysterious, very spooky. The black wool we've got portals on the outside, so the portal particles kind of come through. It looks pretty much like the end, I have to say. It's pretty fitting. So we're going to take a look at our Enderman farm, and then we will, I guess, head back to our place to wrap up the episode. Alright, so this is the end portal room. I think the Vert made this. It's pretty nice. The snow and the clay contrast very well together. And this is our end. I'll show you the Ender farm first, I suppose. There's a bat in here. Hi, bat. How are you? I actually didn't know bats spawned in the end, or maybe he went through the portal. These are quandaries that I will not know the answer to until someone tells me. Yes. So we've got water on top of this so that no Endermen spawn. Wow. I hope that the minecart sounds weren't too loud for you. It might be kind of loud. I don't know why those rails are not powered. It's kind of annoying. I guess we'll just walk back. This is our our Enderman farm. So just come here for some quick XP or some ender pearls, whatever you need, and you're pretty much set. I think that there's also some farms attached here. I think we've got a sugarcane farm if you need some books. I don't think we've got any cows or anything here. I think on the other side there might be a little wheat farm. No, just some sugarcane. Actually, I think I did see maybe like a little offshoot here for some wheat farms. What is this? I don't know what this is. I have never seen this before. What in the world? Okay. I don't know what's going on back there, but those guys are not having a fun time, that's for sure. Alright, so I will... Actually, no. I'll show you the rest of our end, because it's a little special. It's a little special. A little different than most ends. Although, I've noticed a few things on Reddit of people doing similar stuff nowadays. I'm not sure if they got the idea from us, or if we got the idea from somewhere else, or if it's just a coincidence. But, you will soon see what I am referring to. Once we get to the end of the rail. Be free! And... Thank you, rail. So up here we've got our end, and as you can see, we've been slowly working towards covering the entire thing with grass and dirt and trees and plants, and it's pretty nice. It's kind of almost like a garden-y feel. It looks pretty cool with the night sky there. And what is that? Is that just a leaf? No. Oh, that's like a bedrock from one of the pillars. Okay, I get it. I was very confused for a moment. I get confused easily. But, yeah, so that's what we're doing out here. I did a little bit of work, but it looks like some of it has gotten Enderman damage defied. That's a word. Now you know it. Okay. And, whoo! Here we are, back up in our tower. And the world will load in slowly. Well, fairly quickly. Yeah, not bad, not bad. 1.8 update with the fast chunk loading. Very nice. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the world tour. I just kind of wanted to, for episode 50, I figured I'd show you all the progress that's been made on the server by me and by others. And I really hope to get some feedback on of what you guys think. How have we done? Do you like it? Do you think we could have done better in places? Improvements, suggestions, all these things are welcome and needed for me to continue doing stuff like this. Without inspiration and ideas, none of this would really get done, to be honest. But yeah, so that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you did, remember to leave a like and a comment, and I will see you all next episode. Bye-bye.
Bullseye.